Okay, we're on day 2 out at where we're looking for the Stallion's gold, and we've moved further up the valley. We're still not very far from where we believe the old trap yards were, and what we're doing is we're actually trying to prospect where we think any gold might have come from. So all the quartz and the iron's coming from up this valley, so we're going to work up the valley. We've got here pretty early this morning so we can try and beat the heat, and yeah, keep your fingers crossed and we'll see what today will bring. I'm using the ATX today. There's not that much junk up the valley, and yeah, I just like Old Faithful.
So, what is it?
I think it's a bullet splinter, which is about half.
Must be tiny.
Another little tiny bit of bullet. So imagine when they shoot at this hill and the projectiles hit the rocks, they splinter into bits. I'm getting the bits.
Up here, and his name was Moondine Joe, and his old camp is up in here somewhere. Oh, wouldn't that be interesting to find a bit of that? Yeah, or if he had stashed some. Yeah, a bit of loot. Serious bushranger, but he was our only one, and he got famous because he was in Fremantle prison, and they gave him a pick and a shovel and said go and break those rocks up. So he did, the ones on the wall, and then he fucked off. Good on him.
Of course. So I like this little hill because anything coming down higher is going to catch on all the rocks and catch in all the little nooks and crannies, and it's got broken quartz through it, so yeah, it's not a bad place to start. When we pan off, these are the sorts of things that we're going to dig out to test. These are the cracks that run through the granites, and anything heavy will drop down through the cracks, and we'll find it when we pan it off.
Copy there, mate.
I got a bit of gold.
Really?
Pretty sure, hang on.
Ugh.
Oh, maybe not. What the hell is that? So, if you're looking for gold in creek beds, the best place to find it is in cracks in the bedrock. The gold drops into the cracks, and because of its specific gravity, the water won't wash it out. So, yeah, I think they call it crevicing. So, in WA, where you can see, we don't have very many major rivers, and even though this is probably our second most major river around Perth, it's not flowing. Anyway, you've got to dig right down to the bottom of the crack, and because the heaviest stuff is going to be in the bottom of the crack. And we'll pan it off and we'll see if we get a colour. So this part of the crack here, and look, I'm no expert on crevicing, but that's the end of the crack there, so it just goes down to a shallow V, and it's not holding anything. So you need a crack that runs down parallel for a while and will hold the stuff in the bottom. Anyway, we'll see what happens to it up here a bit. So fill the dish up with water, and I usually just give it a swirl around. Break the clays up, get all the heavies to the bottom. And get rid of the big stuff. Make sure the clays are broken. The secret's plenty of water. So when we finish, we should be left with black sands. Well, we're left with all the heavy, so that's the black sands, and if there's any gold, that would be in the black sands right at this point up here. And there's none there. So we'll try another dish. So whenever I get sick of digging lead, which happened a little while ago, another bit of junk, and then I turned around and I looked down the valley, and it was just such a pretty sight, and it's first thing in the morning and the wind's blowing and the birds are singing, and I thought, I wouldn't be dead for quids. This is a great thing to be doing.